Have you ever wondered how many times you should forgive someone who wrongs you? Is there a limit to forgiveness? This is a question that was once posed to Jesus by Peter, as recorded in the book of Matthew. In the 18th chapter, Peter approaches Jesus, asking him if forgiving a brother who wrongs him should occur up to 7 times. Jesus responds not with a simple affirmation but with an amplification. He says that forgiveness should not be limited to 7 times but extended to 77 times. This response signifies the concept of unlimited forgiveness. To better illustrate this, Jesus shares a parable about a king and his servants. The king represents God embarking on a mission to settle his accounts, a metaphor for God's judgment. One of his servants owes him 10,000 talents, a debt so enormous that it underscores the gravity of sins or wrongdoings in God's eyes. It's an unpayable amount, highlighting the servant's helplessness. The servant, fully aware of his inability to repay the debt, falls to the king's feet and pleads for patience. The king, moved by compassion, forgives the entire debt. This act symbolizes God's mercy and forgiveness towards those who repent for their sins. However, the story takes a dramatic turn when this forgiven servant encounters a fellow servant who owes him a much smaller amount, a mere 100 denarii. This servant, who was just forgiven an immense debt, shows no mercy and harshly demands payment. Other servants witness this display of unforgiveness and report it to the king. The king, outraged by the unforgiving servant's behavior, revokes his forgiveness and hands him over to the torturers until he repays the original debt. This twist in the tale reflects the consequence of lacking a forgiving heart. The parable, as told by Jesus, underscores the importance of forgiveness in life. It teaches us that the forgiveness we receive from God should inspire us to extend the same forgiveness to others. Failing to do so may result in serious consequences, as the servant in the parable learned the hard way. In essence, this parable teaches us that forgiveness is not just a moral obligation, but a reflection of the mercy we have received from God. So the next time you find it hard to forgive, remember the parable of the unforgiving servant and the debt of 10,000 talents.